Let's talk about one of the biggest names in New York City, real estate. Bob Knackel founded and sold his firm 10 years ago and is now an executive at Jones Lang LaSalle, JLL. Bob, great to see you. It's been
Brian, great to see you.
Thank you. We've known each other for a long time. Haven't seen you since the pandemic, so it's good to see you in person again. New York City appears to be doing a little better than, say, San Francisco. But is this debt apocalypse ever going to happen, or can we refinance our way out of it?
Well, Brian, I think it's happening in stages, and it really depends on product type. Clearly, everybody's talking about the office sector, which is probably the most challenged of all the property types. But in this correction, we've seen each of the product segments, whether it's multifamily, retail, industrial, behaving a little bit differently. But when you talk about the refinancing risk, that is pretty much across the board. We had low interest rates for so long. A lot of mortgages that are maturing today have interest rates of 3.5% or 4%. If that owner wants to refinance, they're probably going to pay double. And the banks are not willing to lend them the same amount today that they were willing to lend them.
Because the value of the building is the asset has come down.
Value of the asset has come down. Vacancies are higher. The perception of where real estate is going, particularly in the office sector, there are still questions about return to work and things like that. In New York City, we have about 100 million feet of office space that's empty. But you have to differentiate between
100 million.
About 100 million feet.
That's got to be more empty office space than many cities have. Their office space, I think 6 or 7 cities in the United States that have 100 million feet, and we have 100 million empty.
That's right.
And we look relatively good. I was just in San Francisco a couple months ago. Ghost town. And the worst part about it is that, you know, the office building, whatever, a lot of these owners are billionaires, so people say, who cares? It's all the retailers below that are now gone. There's entire blocks in Manhattan where it's just for lease. Yeah, there are tangential things that happen because folks are not back in the office, and retail is one of them.
But retail, I would argue, is on the upswing and coming back in New York.